Get up, and it is time for Wemby Watch, because things may have changed last night for the trajectory of this superstar and the Spurs. More on that in a minute. Trailing by 9, Wemby drives, off-balance shot. I don't like.
What in the world?
I just don't know what you do with that.
So unfair, Matt Barry.
It is. Devin Booker, it's kind of unfair. He's not surrounded by anybody, but that's.
Wow, look at you.
Booker with 22 points. I mean, the Suns tried that with Beal and Kevin Durant. Didn't work out. Anyway, nonetheless, that's another conversation.
Totally another conversation.
Victor. One-handed finish. Spurs down 8. The story in this game is they had to keep coming back because the Suns played a really good game last night. Down 95-88. Ball on the. I mean, and then he does that.
Ooh-wee.
I'm just really not sure what you do with this human. And then Booker to Jordan Goodwin, corner 3, Suns up 195. 32 seconds left. Spurs down 3. De'Aaron Fox contested, now down 1. Spurs trying to draw up a play for Wemby to send the Spurs to the playoffs. Here's how it sounded on their broadcast.
Wembanyama with 7 against Iguodala. Victor checks the clock. Dribbles, fades, and sends the Spurs to the playoffs. It's a fiesta once again. The Spurs, for the first time since 2019, are back in the playoffs.
The first playoff berth since 2019. The San Antonio Spurs and Wemby. Oh, could this be a sign of things to come? Here was the star after the game.
Hey, what do we all have to say for ourselves here? Who is this guy?
They might be ahead of schedule, but they are fun to watch.
No, very fun.
What a great finish that was. And Amon, that game winner that he just hit, has the conversation around Wemby and the Spurs changed because of it?
I think that it has to. A couple of things that you see at the end of that game is Wemby sees open De'Aaron Fox and still decides that the best shot is the escape dribble that leads to that pull-up. Why that means so much to me. You start talking about the playoffs and you talk about the end-of-game situation. Indecisiveness loses games at the end of the game in the playoffs. For his team, for his city to see that at the end of the game, he knows how to make a decision, a sure decision, and make sure that it is the best decision. A 7-5 guy shooting over, basically guard-like contest to him. I think that we'll take that jump shot every time, especially if it's at 15 to 18 feet like Wemby did. So knowing that he knows how to win and he knows where he wants to get to, I think it helps this whole team, this whole organization relax and having confidence coming into these games, saying that even though we're inexperienced, we have a guy that knows how to win.
Monica, stay with me here because it's his 3rd year. Last year, the blood clot, the situation, San Antonio doesn't get in, but there's a career tipping point for some of these superstars that they find something that elevates their confidence to a next level. Is it possible that that shot right there, forget the inexperience, forget the Spurs, they're a year ahead, could that shot have propelled them to believing that they could go on a run?
I don't know if you needed that shot. I think I think the shot is for Wemby's individual confidence, but I think when you listen to this entire group talk, and this is the thing, as great as Wemby is and as much of a puzzle as he is to stop on both sides of the floor, the rest of that supporting cast, they got something. They've got 3-point shooting, they can defend, they've got De'Aaron Fox, who's been a clutch player of the year, they've got Harrison Barnes, who's been a champion. As a collective, they are still inexperienced, but I think they believe in themselves. And to me, Wemby is probably the single most unique ingredient that could be the elixir in terms of the inexperience.
In the entire league, who's stopping him?
And so I literally was like, okay, well, I've watched the Knicks kind of sort of stop him now. In the Cups game, he was coming back off that injury. He only played 24 minutes. So I think that's important context. When the Spurs came to New York, they were at the back end of that long road trip. That's also important context. And even with all of these things where it seems like the Knicks had bigs that could slow him down, he's still averaging like 28 points versus the Knicks. So even when you think you are stopping him, right, or making it more difficult, this is the thing that I'm watching. If Wemby suddenly becomes a little more dimey and is like, okay, cool, bring the double team because I'm going to just pass it over my head to my guy, Like, that, to me, is the only maybe critique I would have of his game in terms of being able to be a better passer because of his vision and welcoming the pressure and the double teams.
Amon, I firmly believe the rest of the league is looking around and saying, oh, hell, like he's getting this.
Yeah. When you look at him, as far as his development, as far as what he does on the court, Wemby, yeah, he's hard to deal with offensively. I think that sticks out to everybody just fine. But what's scary about him to me is the games that you really do have him figured out offensively. He's not really doing much, but he continues to play in other ways. He's getting deflections. He's forcing your guards to change things up at the rim. Everybody's surprised when he gets a block. But what's crucial for them getting those blocks is he gets the block and then he leads to a live ball turnover.
Yes.
He keeps the game going. That becomes a breakaway. That becomes a dunk. That becomes a three in the corner for somebody. So Wemby is dangerous in all ways. You don't stop him. You only contain.
And is there any value out there, Joe, in the Western Conference with a top-heavy? You got Luka, you've got Wemby, and you've got SGA.
It's them. It's still them. It's been them for weeks. It's still them. The Spurs are 4-1 to win the West. The way the resumes stack up, DraftKings has it priced like a lot of people do. OKC at the top, big gap, and then you have the Spurs and the Nuggets. I think the Spurs resume is much closer to what you see with OKC, who they've beaten multiple times this year, than it is Denver. We're all excited about what we've seen from LA for a couple of weeks. The Spurs since February 1st are the best team in basketball. Only 2 losses. Number 1 in offensive efficiency, number 2 in defensive efficiency. We're just worried because we haven't seen it before. That creates value. I'll buy into that.
Now she's on. Did you hear her? She believes you. She's on your side now.
I still will admit, y'all, that I trend toward but they haven't done it in a series. And in mind, tell me if I'm wrong, a series, the adjustments, the intensity, the schedule. And this is a guy, mind you, he missed a lot of time coming off that foot injury. He's been great so far, but I just wonder, does the playoff pressure catch up?
But the Thunder hadn't done it till the Thunder did it.
But the Thunder were in. They'd been in first round, second round.
They worked their way to it. Kind of like the Warriors back when they were young. Amon, last word.
They are very close. The Spurs excite me, I know they didn't need the shot, but that shot really makes me feel like they are ready to see somebody in the playoffs.
The one person you don't want to see is 7-12?
Does anyone have experience stopping him in the playoffs? We're so worried about their experience. Does anyone have experience?